Let me check in with CNN and Little Brian Stelter with that open stadium up top. That's right, the guy with the Mickey Mouse voice. Yeah, I want to see what he's up to. I want to see what that guy who wears that little teeny, bitty yellow polka dot bikini, funny round shaped beach ball body having, makeup rocking, rosy cheeks sporting, built like chewed bubble gum body, Brian Stelter is up to. Let's see, y'all.
This Department of Homeland Security board that was going to try to bring together different parts of the government and what they're doing to try to stop people from getting tricked by lies on the internet. Sounded logical, but this thing was doomed to fail. It became a conservative meme. They called it the Ministry of Truth.
Before we get into this video, make sure you hit like, share my videos, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Also, make sure that your notifications are on and they're set to all. Now, let's get into this. But first, quick commercial break. Friends, we now live in a very dangerous world. The unthinkable could happen any day now. And when it does, get ready for massive food shortages that will happen quickly. And what that means, the smart thing to do is to prepare for the worst right now. You need emergency food to get you through whatever happens next. And we highly recommend My Patriot Supply, America's largest emergency preparedness company. Act quickly and you'll save $150 off their Central 3-month emergency food kit, which contains an abundance, a plethora of delicious foods that provide more than 2,000 calories a day. You get breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. 3 whole months worth, and that is per person. This is something that every American family will need very soon. Your shipment will ship quickly in unmarked boxes for your privacy. So go to preparewithkevinscorner.com and save $150 on every 3-month food kit. But do it now. That is preparewithkevinscorner.com. Don't be a victim. Survive what's coming and avoid government food lines by going to preparewithkevinscorner.com. Now, let's get to this video. What are you talking about, little Brian? Doomed to fail? And you talking about supposed to be making sure people didn't get tricked by lies on the internet? Well, you know what? Those are heavy accusations. Maybe we need to investigate a little more because little Brian Stelter is upset. Now, you would think that the media would be the first to get upset about the mis and disinformation board, right? Because what if they do a story and the government don't like the story? You would think that little Brian Stelter would be against dis and misinformation boards being formed by the government. The one you're supposed to be held accountable, right? The one you're supposed to make sure you spread light because it's the best disinfectant, all right? All of that mess that y'all talk about. But you want them to have the power to determine what is dis and misinformation. Only a network that was okay with dis and misinformation would be okay with the government forming a dis and misinformation board. It probably would help little Brian do his job easier. I mean, how you gonna get out there and be throwing out all them lies and all this dis and misinformation if people like us, conservatives and others, recognize that garbage and combats that garbage with truth? So there you have it, y'all. Little Brian Stelter, who should be mad about the disinformation board even being formed, he's okay with it because, you know, it allows him to do his job easier. Only way that a media outlet would be okay with the dis and misinformation board is if they were a part of a dis and misinformation plot. And it's very hard for little Brian to do his job, as we've seen many times, him spreading all kind of stuff that maybe, well, I ain't gonna even lie, was a lie. See, I would be lying if I told you the stuff that he spreads on the internet was a little lie, it was a white lie, it was a half lie, it was a semi-lie. No, it was a lie. A lot of stuff that Brian says is one big fat whole lie. Most of the stuff that this dude says is one big fat lie. And he has the nerve to be talking about that dis and misinformation board would have been protecting all of us from being tricked on the internet. By who? You, Brian, and your friends. And if you don't believe me, we got a montage of one of your buddies here over at MSNBC, Nicole Wallace. Yeah, I think it's Glenn Greenwald put this together. So let's go ahead and investigate this whole theory. I'm sure it's all kooky conspiracy theories by us people on the right. I'm sure that's what it is. Worrying about, you know, the news and stuff lying and being fake news and stuff. No, we're just being haters on them because they're fair and balanced. So we better go ahead and dig into this.
You don't have a president talking about exterminating Latinos.
What?
100% pants on fire.
The Havana syndrome. Headaches and a loud noise. Clearly acts of aggression, acts of war.
Whoa.
Scientists say the sounds were crickets.
The Havana syndrome. Our enemies might be weaponizing technology, beaming something to hurt people's brains.
The claims are scientifically implausible.
Wow. Now, wait a minute. This is the same group of people who be swearing up and down that Trump supporters and conservatives are tinfoil hat wearing, dis and misinformationists. But here's this woman talking about all kind of crazy stuff. And all we're hearing is that Price is Right music. Dun, 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 dun. I wonder how many other tall tales, also known as lies, that Nicole Wallace has said. Because right now, she's helping my case against a dis and misinformation board. I wonder if Nina would be dinging her. I wonder if she would be labeling all of this stuff missing disinformation. I wonder if little Brian Stelter is upset as he listens to all of these lies. Let's get back to that Price is Right music. I like that sound. Here we go.
Trump to now investigate a conspiracy theory about COVID coming from a lab in Wuhan.
Yeah, was that true?
This theory needs to be investigated, which is what President Biden
Not
is
looking
doing.
good for you,
Hunter
Nicole.
Biden's laptop reveals emails.
We shouldn't look at it as anything other than a Russian disinformation operation.
The Hunter Biden laptop material is genuine.
Oh, boy. I tell you, man, if this right now was a interview for a job, you know, at a news network, and you played me this real, and you telling me that, yo, listen, I'm a hard-hitting news anchor woman. I usually deal with only facts. I vet all the information very carefully, especially when we're talking about politicians and our citizens. I'm careful before I spit out stuff. This is a bad look. Right about now, this is not a highlight reel at all. And if it is, it's for somebody else. It's a highlight reel for us conservatives right now. It's making me feel good because everything that we're listening from her, I already knew. It was a lie. It was missing disinformation. So this should be my highlight reel. It makes me look good. Can I get a job? I'm just wondering. Maybe I could be over the dis and misinformation ministry over there at the White House or something. Because, I mean, I'm batting 1,000 right about now. Let's see if she gets any of these right.
The murder of a police officer, Officer Brian
I remember hearing
was
that
killed
one.
in the line of duty. They beat a Capitol police officer to death.
Officer Sicknick died
that
of
was a lie
natural
too?
causes.
Wait a minute. That was a lie too? And that lie had folks mad. Had folks up there blaming all of these Trump supporters for murdering a cop and stuff like that. Notice they didn't talk about other cops getting murdered while those BLM riots and Antifa riots was going on. They didn't want to talk about that. I'm finding this to be very extraordinary that little Brian Stelter isn't saying that we needed a dis and misinformation board to protect us from being tricked online by Nicole Wallace and many others, including himself.
The Steele dossier. It may be dirty, but it ain't fake.
Obviously, the Steele dossier is discredited by far, actually.
I mean, this is the lunatic response to what is a very rational, evidence-based, fact-based investigation.
FBI pleads guilty to doctoring email.
What the report shows is something that won't be surprising to people that have spent a lot of time in the federal government.
The report left former officials aghast.
The FBI is exonerated today.
It doesn't vindicate anyone at the FBI who touched this.
They are all absolved of any wrongdoing.
The activities we found here don't vindicate anybody.
The Trump administration cleared peaceful Black Lives Matter protesters so the president could take a photo in front of a church.
We did not find evidence that federal agents used CS gas. The D.C. police used the CS gas.
Protesters were gassed to clear the way for Trump's photo op.
For the photo op?
Demonstrators were pushed out to allow contractors to build a fence
more
in
lies.
response to damage done during the 2 previous nights of rioting.
Russians offered a bounty for the killing of U.S. soldiers.
We go.
U.S. intel walks back claim Russians put bounties on American troops.
This mountain of evidence that
Mountain
we
of
now
evidence.
have of bounties that Russia paid.
The Biden White House acknowledged there was little evidence.
January 6th committee's investigation into a 7-hour, 37-minute gap. Possible cover-up in the records of calls, and it is no coincidence.
No
The
coincidence?
call logs are complete with no missing pages. The gap is explained by use of White House landlines and cell phones.
These are the facts. Let that sink in.
I mean, did you hear this woman? That was a montage of dis and misinformation. And you wonder why people call them the fake news. And the sad part about it is almost every single one of those things she said, you can talk to at least one of your friends who would still believe one of those things. They will look you in the face and be like, man, you know what, Trump, he let our soldiers be killed by Vladimir Putin and stuff. They will still throw these things right back in your face. He took a photo op at the White House. Now, you wonder why those people out there that hated Trump felt the way they did. How they were able to overlook all of the wonderful benefits that came out of the Trump administration and his policies and focus more so on what? Dis and misinformation. All of these lies. And yet Brian Little Peanut Head Open Stadium Uptalk Stelter wants us to be okay with a dis and misinformation board to protect us from the lies on the internet. Well, the lies from who, Brian? Surely you can't say that everything you just heard in this montage was truth. And I wonder if this montage was shown to Nicole Wallace. I wonder if somebody took this montage and rubbed her nose in it just like a puppy who just pooped and peed on the floor. Rub her nose in it so she can see what not to do. Now, God bless you. God bless America. If you want folks who still believe this nonsense to at least see that they believe nonsense, please share this video with them. Okay? And watch this video and share this video and share this video and share the video. Because YouTube ain't doing it for me. Now, God bless y'all. God bless America. See y'all next time in Kevin's Corner. I wonder if there's an opening for me to be the dis and misinformations are. God bless you. God bless America. Don't forget to hit that like button. Share my videos. Find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those good things. And please check out Extreme Teas, my sponsor. If you like their products, please click on the link below this video. Put Kevin in a promo code. You'll get a 20% discount. If you'd like to donate to Kevin's Corner, feel free. The links are below this video. If you want to be a part of my $2 a month club, also feel free to do that. All it entails is you simply dropping $2 a month into one of those links below the video. Or if you want, you can drop a nice big fat lump sum in there to offset the stuff that we know goes on with big tech. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Make sure that you are still subscribed. And finally, set your notification button to all, because YouTube is playing games, y'all. Now, God bless you. God bless America. See y'all next time in Kevin's Corner.